welcome to Wendy's Weight Watcher Journey. It is Wednesday. It is just after my car chit chat. So excited about those recipes I talked about in the car chit chat that I could not wait till tomorrow to make the Tuscan pasta chicken in the crock pot. So here I am. I've got everything prepped and ready. I'm going to turn the camera down and show you the first steps, show you what's going to go in it, all the ingredients, and then bring you back for each step in the crock pot to get it finished up. So I think if I cook it on high, like the directions say, we might even eat it for dinner tonight. So let me turn the camera down and show you what's in it. All right. We've got 2 pounds of chicken cubed, about 1 inch cube pieces, as even as I could get them. We have got a little black pepper, some Italian seasoning, some basil, some sun-dried tomatoes that are not in oil, some garlic, minced garlic, baby spinach, low-sodium chicken broth, whole wheat penne pasta. The only thing I changed in that original recipe that I was telling you all about, I changed it to Italian style from Aldi, this shredded cheese that we absolutely love. We've got some fat-free yogurt and some fat-free Greek yogurt and some fat-free small curd cream cheese. So all of that is going to make my crock pot Tuscan chicken pasta. And look at my new crock pot that I got. Ooh, it's Pioneer Woman. I'm loving it. All right. So this was, like I told you, this was the replacement recipe for that oven Tuscan chicken pasta that I did not like how it turned out as far as the looks of it because of the curdling from the high heat in the oven. So I'm thinking this is going to be a good alternative, and we love the flavors. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add in our sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, we're going to add in our garlic and all of our herbs and our pepper, and we're going to just cook those for maybe about 30 seconds to a minute maybe. Get those mixed around really good. And the beautiful part of this recipe is, I'm gonna get the camera just a little bit closer for you guys. There we go. Oh, I fell. Sorry, guys. There we go. I think you can see it better now. This is a lot less points than that original recipe. The original recipe was 11 points for that baked Tuscan chicken. That's a lot of points. So this brings it down to only 6 WW points or 7 healthy, better balanced bites. So I am really, really excited about that. And that's including the pasta. So that is a big change in points. All right, so here we go. I think we're gonna need to spray just a smidge more cooking spray. All right. Now we're gonna add in our chicken, and we're gonna let our chicken cook just 2 or 3 minutes, just till it's not sticking on the bottom of the pan. And then we're going to transfer to the crock pot. And I'm going to bring y'all back when we get ready for the next step on the crock pot. Look how pretty that's going to be. And it smells so yummy. So let's let that cook for just a minute. How do y'all like my fancy dancy recipe holder? Well, I didn't say I was professional over here. I just said I was a home cook getting it done. All right, so I cannot tell you how thrilled I am. I'm happy that it says it could take 2 to 3 hours on high in the crock pot because we might even be able to eat it for dinner tonight. I just got so excited about it when I got home and got the ingredients out. I was like, I can't wait till tomorrow to make this. So here we are, making it now. And look, I love my crock pot. You should see. Oh my goodness, I aren't saving, it's just Daddy. He's over there barking. Look, this is $34. It was not bad at all. It's low, high, and warm, and it's going to do just exactly what I need it to do. Nothing fancy. Sabin here's Daddy outside cutting the grass. So, of course, Sean worked all day and he's coming home and doing the grass. But he said he loves nothing better to come home and smell food cooking. And you know what? As a stay-at-home wife, I am so happy to do that for him. All right, that is getting nice and brown, so we're going to let that go for just a few more minutes. All right. And look, I want to show you how this going to show you how this Crockpot lid comes on and off. Let me move you a little bit closer. Woohoo, there we go. All right, look. So I love this. So there's not really any way for this to come off if I'm transporting. Okay, it's got two little press buttons, and you press that and the lid comes up. But otherwise, it's locked into place. Isn't that neat? It doesn't take much for me. All right, so I also went ahead and sprayed the inside of my crock pot because I did not want any of this to stick when we get the cheeses in there. All right, oh, get those tomatoes in there. We can't let those get out. I'm gonna let that get a little bit browner. It said 1 or 2 minutes, but I'm thinking we need to cook this about maybe 5 minutes. All right, so bring the camera up. I'm super excited about the breakfast casserole that I'm gonna film for y'all and the breakfast oatmeal bake with broccoli and cheese. I think that's gonna be yummy. I'm very, very excited for that. So those will probably be filmed maybe tomorrow, since I'll have this out of the crock pot tonight, then I have the crock pot free tomorrow, and one of them goes in the oven. So I think I can get those both filmed for you tomorrow. That way, maybe for the weekend, you could have one of them if you don't have time to get it done the rest of this week. So can you tell I'm a little bit excited? I just love simple, quick and easy meals that will help us stay on track. I love just everyday comforting foods, and I love foods that I can actually make within our points budget and not break the bank, so to speak. So anyway, I'm excited. All right, here we go. Let's come back down here. All right, it's sizzling, and it smells so good. That garlic smells yummy. Oh, it's gonna be so tasty. And I like the fact that the pasta is going to cook in the crock pot. So I do not have to dirty up another pan, take another step. It's all going to cook in the crock pot. So, and we do that a lot with our goulashes on the stove and in the Instapot. We cook our pasta in the pan. We don't cook it separate. And to me, it gives it more flavor. And it, like I said, it saves time. So we are almost ready, because if it's not quite done, we just want it to get a little brown. If it's not quite done, it's going to cook in the crock pot. So, so what we're going to do, once this chicken is ready, you hear my pasta? Once this chicken is ready, we're going to put everything into the crock pot that's in the skillet, and then we're going to add 3 cups of chicken broth. We're going to close up the crock pot, and we're going to let it cook for 2 to 3 hours on high, or 4 to 5 on low. But I'm thinking I'm going to go the high route because I want to see if we can have this tonight. I just have a hankering for it. And then once that is done, I will bring you back, because there are 2 more steps that I'm going to need to show you, especially with the cottage cheese and the yogurt. And I'm just crossing my fingers that nothing curdles and that we are going to be good to go, because I really love the other recipe, but I did not like the curdling. I love the flavor, but I could not get past that. Sean said it didn't bother him, but it bothered me. So anyway, this is my fix for it, I think. Y'all, I'll have to show you my baby. Let me see if I can show you. He's pouting because he hasn't gotten his afternoon snack. Can y'all see him? Right over there. He's pouting. He's giving Mama the side eye. He's mad because he hadn't got his afternoon wheat cracker. Oh, say hey, Sabin. Say hey, Sabin. Tell him hey. Say I'm mad at Mama. She won't give me my treat yet. He gets an afternoon treat every time Daddy comes home, and the afternoon's early. And Daddy didn't have time because he needed to cut the grass. So Mama's going to give him his treat in just a minute. He's the sweetest boy, and he is so much company for me. The other one's in the bed. He stays there most of the time. He's old. He's an old man. All right. I think this is good to go. I think it's cooked enough. All right. So we're going to turn this off. I don't know what we're going to do. Bring you over here to the crock pot. All right. We are going to put all of this. Maybe I won't make a mess. We're going to put all of this in the crock pot. Okay. All right. Get all of those tomatoes. I don't want to leave any of those in the pan. Okay. So, all right. So that's in the bottom. All right. Let's see, can you see that? Maybe a little bit closer. Alrighty, there you go. All right, the next step we've got to do, I'm going to select my power. Let me reach over, you guys. All right, we have got to put our 3 cups of chicken broth in there. Okay, I'm gonna give that a quick little stir. Okay, now we're going to cook this. I'm gonna put it on high for, I'm gonna do 3 hours. I'm gonna put the lid on it, get her sealed down nice and tight. Okay. All right, we are sealed. To seal this down good. Okay. Whoop. All right. So she's going for 3 hours. So as soon as that, about 30 minutes is left, I'm gonna bring you back and we will do the next step. So hang tight. Hey y'all, okay, it's 30 minutes until the Tuscan chicken pasta is finished. So we're ready to do the next step, which is put our pasta in, make sure it's covered enough with the chicken broth, and if not, add a little bit more chicken broth, let it cook for 30 more minutes, and then we'll finish up the last few steps. So let me get the pasta in. Let me bring the camera down. It's smelling really good. Woo, that's hot. Steam coming out of there. Okay. Oh goodness, it's smelling good. All right, can you see it? I'll move you a little bit closer. I don't want to bump the camera. All right. Oh, it smells really good. Okay, so I'm going to put my pasta in. Okay, I'm going to make sure that we have enough liquid. You know, this may not be exact. If in 30 minutes we need to go a little bit longer on the pasta, we will. Okay, I know it's going to need a little bit more chicken broth, so let me put that in. Make sure that it's covered completely so all of it cooks. All right, let's see if this is enough. That was just left over. Alrighty. All right, let's get it stirred in there really good. Oh, it smells delicious. Okay. Shh. Sabin, it's okay. They hear somebody outside, guys. So sorry about that. Okay, I think we're good, and I think the pasta is good and covered. Alrighty. All right, let me put the lid back on. Sabin, goodness gracious. All right, let's put the lid back on, and we're gonna make, whoa, I'm gonna fall over here. All right, make sure, set another timer for 30 minutes. All right, let that go for 30 more minutes. I'll be back. All right, guys, let's see if the pasta's done, and then we'll move on to the next step. Let me bring the camera down. Okay. See if I can do this without burning myself this time. Okay, here we go. All righty, smells yummy. All right. Oh yeah, all right, the pasta is nice and plump. I've got a little bit of liquid in there that we're gonna have to drain off according to the recipe in just a minute. Smells good. Okay, so the next step is we're gonna add 2 cups of spinach in and let it wilt. So let's get this stirred in. Shouldn't take too long, just a few minutes. And while that is wilting, I'll show you the step with the cottage cheese and the yogurt. So let's get this all mixed in. Oh, it's so colorful and pretty. Sean is patiently waiting for dinner because at the last minute I threw this into the dinner plans. But as long as you have about 3 to 4 hours, you can do this. A little less if you cook it on high. Okay. So let's let that wilt. I'm gonna put the lid back on it so that will help it. All right, now, the cottage cheese and the yogurt I have put into my little blend jet. We're gonna get this nice and smooth. So let's get this whipped up while this spinach is wilting. have to help it along sometimes. All right, let me stir it around. I know that sounded terrible, didn't it? All right, let's give it a stir. Just then we'll whip it up. Maybe another minute. I think that should be fine. We just want to get it smooth. May have to add a little tiny bit of milk, but we'll see. All right. Yeah, it's don't like it when it gets hung up on the bottom. There we go. Yeah. This is not my favorite blend yet at all. I should use my big blender, but we got 2 of these and I hate not to use them because they're money sitting there, but I honestly don't recommend them. Okay. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, it's almost smooth. And these are both fat-free, so that is another reason that the points were lowered on this dish from the original one that I made for the oven. Give it just maybe another 20 or see. It's so temperamental, and this is so liquidy. You should not give it any trouble. There we go. See the bubbles going up now. Yeah, spoke too soon. Just want to get it smooth. All right, 1 or 2 more little whizzes. All right, we're gonna leave it at that. All right, let's take the lid off. I think this is gonna be great. All right, so our last step is once we give this another good stir. Oh, let me get a bigger spoon since I made that one dirty. All right. Now, this tells me in the recipe to drain off any extra liquid, but honestly, I'm wondering if I could leave it. Maybe I'll take some of it out. I don't want it to be completely dry, so let me take a little bit of it out, and then we'll see what it looks like. Take that spinach. It doesn't have a huge amount of liquid, but I am going to try to follow the recipe for the most part. That way, if it doesn't turn out, it won't totally be my fault because I didn't follow the directions. I really think I could have added more spinach too. I think maybe next time I'll do 3 cups, not 2 cups, because the spinach is going to give it a good color and good flavor. And honestly, I don't know what the reason for draining the liquid off. Maybe it's so it won't be more like a soup. I'm not sure. But we needed the liquid to cook the pasta. So maybe that's why. There wasn't an explanation for that. But this sure seems like really good broth to go to waste. Okay. It's probably a quicker way to do this, but I don't want to make a mess and dump all my pasta in the floor or the sink that I'm subject to do. Okay, almost got it. I wish I could smell this. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. It says it makes 6 servings, so maybe that's about a cup or a little more than a cup each. I don't really know, since I haven't measured this out completely. But it's 6 servings, so we'll just kind of try to eyeball it and go from there. All right, I think I'm gonna leave that little bit of liquid in there. Okay, now, so I don't know if you can see that. Look at that, look how good that looks. All right, we're gonna do a taste test in just a minute. Okay, so now we are going to put in this mixture, if I can get it all out. All right, get that mixed in. Hopefully I can get most of it out. Tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to do this. That way I can make sure I can get most of it out. Okay. we're already gonna know we're gonna do that step different next time. I'm gonna blend it in my Pampered Chef blender, and then I won't have that problem. Okay, ooh, this is so creamy. And when we taste it, we'll know if it needed any more seasoning or anything like that. Okay, this is so creamy. Okay, I don't think it's gonna curdle at all. I'm not seeing that happening right now. So that is a positive. Like I said, that was the one thing I did not like about that other recipe. It curdled in the oven. And I don't like how that looks. So there's a few pieces of the cottage cheese that didn't get completely blended, so that's not a curdling, it's just the cottage cheese. All right, and the last step is to mix in the cheese. And like I said, it called originally for Parmesan, but I couldn't find the fat-free, and we really like this cheese, so I went with this cheese. All right, I'm gonna call Sean over here, and we're gonna do a little quick taste test for you, and then we're gonna eat dinner. And I wanna get this uploaded for you tonight. Ooh, all right, and then we'll also know if we need seasoning. All right, guys, let me get us a spoon. Okay. I'm gonna move the camera back just a little bit. Okay, here we go. All right, he's behind me. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get a piece of chicken and some spinach. I'm gonna make sure I get a tomato. All right, here we go. It's hot. All right, you got it. Oh, look, I dropped my tomato. I think it needs a little more salt or something. It needs a little more seasoning. Maybe Italian seasoning, or maybe, I think salt.
A little salt.
Is that all you think?
Perfect.
All right, a little salt, and then that'll be 2 thumbs up. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get this on our plate so we can have dinner because we are hungry. I'm gonna get this edited so I can get it uploaded for you guys. All right, thank you for hanging with me for this video. You never know if it's gonna be a good recipe or not a good recipe, but one thing's for sure, we can always fix it. So I think this is a keeper. Add a little more salt next time and it'll be good to go. All right, guys, have a good night, and I will see you on the next video.